Cash-out refis look like magic. Lower payment, cash in your hand, problem solved. But the devil hides in disclosures. Today I'm exposing the downsides, the padded fees, the traps in escrow, and the ways some loan officers quietly fatten their payday while you take the risk. If you're a disabled veteran or anyone with exemptions, I'm talking to you. Stay sharp. This video might save you tens of thousands. I'm going to give you a quick primer, real red flags, and a step-by-step checklist you can use today to push back before you sign anything. Pros and cons. No fluff. Let's go. You replace your current mortgage with a new, larger one, and you pocket the difference. Most lenders will let you cash out up to around 80% of your home's value. Sounds great, but here's the first gut punch. If you've already paid, say, 8 years into a 30-year loan, a refi can throw you back to day one. Even if your rate drops, the total interest over a fresh 30 years can balloon. Lenders love quoting the monthly payment. You need to compare total lifetime cost and break-even point, how long until savings outrun the fees. Cash out often prices differently than a simple rate and term refi. That headline rate might not be your rate once they add risk-based adjustments. If your credit, LTV or cash out purpose triggers add-ons, you can end up with a higher rate than you expected, plus higher fees to buy it down. No closing cost doesn't mean free. It often means costs are baked into the interest rate or rolled into the loan. Translation, you finance your fees over decades and pay interest on them. Watch for origination, discount points, underwriting, processing, doc prep, courier, miscellaneous. If you don't recognize a fee, ask who gets paid and why. Big one, charges that don't match reality. If you're not changing ownership, you shouldn't see deed transfer taxes like you're selling the house. Refinances often require title insurance, settlement and recording fees, but not an ownership transfer. Know the difference and push back on anything that smells like a sale, not a refi. Plain English clarity. You keep title to your home, the lender places a lien. If a fee implies an ownership change, question it hard. In some states, disabled veterans can be exempt from property taxes. If that's you, make sure the lender has your exemption on file and structures escrow correctly. I've seen estimates that include property tax escrows even when the borrower shouldn't be paying them. That pumps your cash to close or monthly payment for no reason. High loan-to-value can trigger PMI on conventional loans. Government loans can have upfront or ongoing program costs. These aren't evil, they're just real. If you're using cash out to consolidate debt, make sure the new costs don't erase the benefit. Loan officer pay is often tied to loan size. Think a percentage of the loan amount. In some cases, around 1% isn't unusual. Bigger loans, more comp. Most pros are ethical, but incentives exist. That's why you must compare lenders, compare estimates, and ask about their comp policy. You're allowed to know how this game works. Watch for prepayment penalties or fine print that claws back lender credits if you refinance again or sell within a set period. If you plan to move or refi again soon, that can sting. If your appraisal comes in low, you might get a worse rate or less cash than promised. Also, if you're sitting on a golden old rate from years ago, trading it for a higher cash-out rate can be painful, especially if you stretch back to 30 years. Rolling credit cards into your home loan can drop your monthly payment, but only if you don't run those cards back up. Otherwise, you just turned unsecured debt into debt secured by your house. That's how people end up with higher balances and fewer options. When it's right, it's powerful. If you truly qualify for a lower rate, if you can access up to ~80% LTV to fund a smart investment or consolidate at a disciplined plan, a cash-out refi can be a strategic move. The key is math and behavior. Break even, total lifetime cost and spending discipline. Here's the no BS protection checklist. Use this before you sign. Get 3 loan estimates, same day, apples to apples. Circle every fee. Ask, who is paid? Why is it necessary? Title transfer reality check. No ownership change. Then why transfer style fees? Property tax and escrow audit. If you're exempt, for example, disabled veteran, confirm it's recognized in writing and in the escrow math. PMI program costs. Know if they apply and for how long. Compensation transparency. Ask how the LO is paid and whether lender credits are tied to staying in the loan. Break-even and lifetime cost. Compare total interest with and without refi. Term strategy. Consider 20 or 15-year terms if cash flow allows. Don't automatically reset to 30. Plan for the cash. Document exactly where every dollar goes. Investments, payoff, reserves, no impulse buys. Right to walk. If numbers change at closing disclosure, pause, you can walk away. This fee looks like a transfer tax. I'm not transferring ownership. Please remove or justify with statute. I'm exempt from property taxes. Escrow this at 0 and show me where it's updated. What's your compensation on this loan? I'm comparing lenders. Show me my break-even month and total interest over the full term. Put it in writing. The game isn't rigged if you know the rules. Cash out refi can be a tool or a trap. Read the disclosures, challenge the fees, protect your exemptions, and never trade a temporary cash problem for a permanent mortgage problem. Comment, checklist if you want the template. Like, subscribe. Share with a homeowner, this is the grit code. We teach you to think sharper so nobody plays you.